Hello everyone and welcome into part 4 of Spanky's Pokemon card collection. So I've took it upon myself to do this and record every single one I have. And I've already done base set, so we are going to be moving on to Jungle today. How exciting! Anywho, so this is Clefable. You can probably tell that by the way it says the word Clefable on it. Indeed, it knows Metronome and Minimize, so no real attack, but Metronome can copy whatever the opposing Pokemon has, which I always thought was a bit weak, because they're normally just going to be fighting things like Weedles and Ratters, so yep. Electrode. So, this is already on base set 2, and bear in mind, sorry, not base set 2, Jungle, so the second set. Bear in mind that a lot of Pokemon haven't made a debut yet, and yet Electrode got in there twice. Good for him. I mean, that's something, I suppose. First Pokemon to have 2 cards. At least in the regular sets, anyway. Hey, no wonder he's looking smug of himself. Flareon. You know what, I really like this one. It's a shiny one, but I kind of like the reflective rainbow effect in the back. I think it looks really good. That's one of the better ones. I think that's Flamethrower. Yay. And the camera doesn't want to focus. Focus. There we are. Jolteon, you know what? Your design's really good as well. Although it looks like your art has had a firecracker inserted up it, and it's gone off. Maybe that's how you do pin missile. I don't know. I don't question how you can do things. Kangaskhan. Right. So in the Game Boy Color game of Pokemon Trading Card game, your opponent has a Kangaskhan, and it's great because he normally loses because the AI keeps doing fetch, and ultimately the AI just runs out of cards and you win. So Kangaskhan is great for us. I mean, it could get Comet Punch in, but even that's not very predictable. But if you use it in real life and know how card limits work, then it's a very good card. And it's basic, and it's got 90 HP off the bat. It's a really good card. Mr. Mime is a complete bastard, because if you use Invisible Wall, anything that does only over 30 damage doesn't hit it. I know it's only got 40 HP, but it just means it can't be hit by strong moves. So if you've only got stronger Pokemon, then it can completely brick and shut down your entire team. So what a complete bastard. He's actually very overpowered. I mean, if you hit him with like weak moves, then yeah, he'll die in a couple of hits, but that's not normally the case, because you're normally trying to get more overpowered than the opponent. There you go. Right, Nidoqueen. I mean, Nidoqueen's great, but I'll tell you what, Boyfriends is a shit move. Just 20 damage plus 20 more for each Nidoking you have in play. What the chance of you having more than one? I mean, you've got to have really good luck to get a Nidoking in play anyway, because bear in mind, that's a tier 3 evolution. That's not going to happen very often. Mega Punch, though, fairly solid. Yay. Pidgeot. It's a big pigeon, innit? Just like the other ones. But that one's got a slightly longer haircut. It's got a bit of a ponytail thing going on. I can't see that being very aerodynamic. In fact, I imagine that will get caught in his wings if he's not careful. You think about that, did you, Pidgeot? Did anyone else think... Well, slight tangent. Did anyone else think that they got the names of these confused? Because it goes from Pidgey to Pidgeotto to Pidgeot. It always seems to me like Pidgeotto, being a longer name, should have been the final evolution, and Pidgeot should have been the in-between one. I wonder if there was a translation error. Or that was intended. Don't know. Also, don't care. Pinsir! I fucking love Pinsir. Tell you what though, not as much as the next Pokemon. Iron Griffin Guillotine. You know, it's really good for a basic one. I really like Pinsir. A bit of an underrated Pokemon in my book. But I'll tell you what, my boy, Cypher. If you know anything about me, you'll know that Cypher is my favourite Pokemon. Look, there's one now. Hello, I am Cypher. He needs a better catchphrase, to be honest with you. So, slash 30 damage, and Swords Dance does 60 damage next turn. So you can stall for a turn and do 60 damage. And it's free, colourless. It's a really good card. It's kind of broken, especially in the Game Boy game. But it's really good to have. No retreat cost either. It's insanely good. Snorlax, thick-skinned, just like me. I can take abuse for days. Probably shouldn't say that on the internet. Body Slam, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. Again, I mean, it's fine, but 4 energy and 4 retreat costs, which I believe is the first. So, yeah, first have a really high retreat cost. in the base game. Well done, Snorlax. You aren't very good. At least in my opinion. Vaporeon. I mean, your design's a bit crap compared to Flareon's. Flareon's got a really nice rainbow effect going on. Jolteon's got a really nice sparkly electro thing. And you just look a bit muted by comparison. You also look like you're wanting. You look like you're wishing upon a star, waiting for your prince to come. Which, if you know anything about Vaporeon and the rabbit hole of that, maybe he will. But we're going to leave it at that, because there might be children watching. And you know what? Children don't want to know about fucking. Venomoth! Yay! Everyone's favourite, of course, the flying psychic type, which is in no way wrong. Venomoth. Yeah, Venom Powder. It's alright. Confused and poisoned. Whew, that's pretty rough. You think first, 10 damage, that's crap, but being confused and poisoned, that's essentially being drunk. Wow, could Venomoth get you drunk? Maybe I should get myself a Venomoth. Pity they don't exist and they're fictional. Victory Bell! James has one of those in the anime, and I tell you what, James was being swallowed. Yep. Vileplume. Petal Dance. 40 damage for 3 coin clips, but if you do more, then Vileplume gets confused. Oh, it gets confused anyway. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking of the actual Petal Dance in the game, where you get confused after so many turns. And also, you can heal 10 damage from one of your Pokemon. That sounds good, but I'll tell you what, 10 damage is nothing in the grand scheme of things. Hey-ho. Right then. Wigglytuff! I'm getting through these slowly, aren't I? God damn. Wigglytuff. I'll tell you what, again, Wigglytuff is one of the harbingers of death and destruction. Don't look into its eyes. Don't look in its eyes. Don't look in its eyes. You didn't look in its eyes, did you? I hope not. Close escape. Clefable. Aren't you literally the same ones? You are literally the same ones, except these are non-shiny variants, which is a bit of a rip-off, quite frankly. But they are still rares, so I mean, there's nothing more to say. They're just the same ones, but non-shiny variants. Wow. The second set ever made, and they're already doing duplicates. What a swizz. But at least that's all the wares over with. Well, boom, Wigglies. And then we go to Butterfree. Yay, he knows Whirlwind and Mega Drain. Wasn't it sad in the anime when Ash's Butterfree left? It was sad, wasn't it? Right. Are you crying now? Yeah? Alright, we'll move on then. Dodrio! 3 heads. It's cost him a fortune in hats. I feel really sorry for Dodrio. I mean the sunglasses as well cost you a fortune, won't it? And mascara. You have to pay 3 times as much. It's a bit of a curse being a Dodrio. Executor. In fact, Executor's got exactly the same problem, but more eggy. Guess that counts for something. Don't know what then. Pharaoh, looking a bit chunky there. He's meant to be looking really fast, but he's got a bit of a turkey belly thing going on. Oh well, but he knows Drill Peck, so that's nice. Gloom! Poisonous and foul odour. Again, one can relate. You know, being stinky and all. Licky Tongue. Yep. Marowak. Licky Tongue, don't you dare lick Marowak's bone. Don't want that. Oh Christ, I'm nearly up to 10 minutes. I better hurry this up. Nidorina. Yep, there you are, doing your double kick and supersonic. Looking very angry about things. Parasect. Everyone likes Parasect, don't they? I mean, come on, it's the last of us, but in Pokemon form. And finally, Persian, looking very sly. Next to a tree, which looks similar to the tree that Abra was sleeping on earlier. Did you kill Abra? Oh, I hope not. Anyway, nearly 10 minutes. Right, quick, follow me on Twitch. Or don't. Link there. And I'll be back for the other one. 5. That's how numbers work. See you shortly.